What will you people want next? Letting the Hellchild go was a mistake.
The bird's eyes are glassy, its breathing weak.
I didn't. I see you. Just give me a moment. A moment.
This may be kept.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what was it you needed? I do what I can. For most folks, that's enough. Come here. Let's have a look at you. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired round the eyes, maybe. Crawled in? Some sort of bug? Or... Wait, did it look like a tadpole? But from your worst nightmare? All slime, teeth, and tentacles. I'll do what I can. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way. This one had the same problem as you. Attacked us in the woods together with some goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. A pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. You don't have to be here for this.
Please, don't mind me. I'll just watch.
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts uneasily, hesitating. Something's off.
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening? Victims can identify each other. Not that the others know they're victims, of course. How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flayer ship? But Master Halsin was sure. Look, you've been straight with me, so I'll be straight with you. You're dangerous. If you transform here, we're all dead. But you seem like a good soul. You deserve a chance to save yourself. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms. I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal. Mind flayers reproduce by infecting someone with their parasite. 7 gruesome days later, the victim transforms and a new mind flayer is born. The thing in your skull, though, it's different to anything in our records. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say, but there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne, and I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers, joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back. I've sent birds to find him, but the place is rotten with goblins. And if my birds can't get close, what chance do I have? You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound? Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you more. But only those adventurers know what happened out there. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath.
One step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Why brain poison? Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
I do wish I could understand you.
I was trying to help.
You nearly died. Did you hear me? What would your mother and I...
Show some dignity and leave. You've burdened this place with your troubles long enough.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Don't take your eyes off my hands.
Well, it's our job to get us out of here safely, not yours.
It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does. We have to look after ourselves. That's what Mole says.
That girl. I don't care what Mole says. That was stupid and reckless.
Can't give up now.
glad you made it inside. Doubt we'll be safe here for long, though. There'll be more coming. Goblins hunt in packs. Maybe, but we're not fight. The sooner we leave for Baldur's Gate, if the road was clear, 10...
One crisis after another.
More goblins. What's next?
Out of sight, out of mind.
One day, I'll catch a break.
Need to stay focused. On my way.
Can you feel death's cold grip? Don't linger. Coming through.
I don't need any attention right now. Need to find a way forward.
What should I do? Feel my mistress's wrath.
I'm ready. This way.
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone... poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square. But you're not from Elturel either. I can tell. Care to explain why you reek of the Hells? Well, that's quite the story. And I thought I was doomed. Now I feel sorry for you. Here. Take this. It's worth a fortune. But a fortune's not worth much if you're dead. Consider it payment for saving my life.
A soul coin, true to its name, holds a mortal soul inside. It serves in the Nine Hells as very valuable currency.
No one stopped me yet.
I wasn't expecting it, but I'm glad to have some company on this journey. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
That coin's worth plenty. Don't let a squid get their tentacles on it.
You peer through the telescope. You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right.
Wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Time to get going.
What's next?
Keep a blade close.
The pride of the gate.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
What's next, I wonder?
What a day.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign. Best be careful.
There's no time to waste.
The pride of the gate.
I've got a long road ahead.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
That mural, they look like Dark Justiciars.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne. In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
They did a number on you, didn't they? I see you. Just give me this there. Now, what was it? Just big lad. Come here. You seem healthy enough. A bit tired. Crawled in. Did it look like a tadpole? Come. We need to be quick. This way. This one, tadpole crawled out of his head soon after. Seems so. It's why he jumped. A pity you got... You don't have...
Please!
All right. Let's see what we can do.
She shifts on...
It might. But first things first. Victims... How'd you pick up the parasite? Halsin was desperate to find where all this was happening. A mind flare. Look, but you seem... This is a vial of wyvern poison. I hope it... You know, Master Hal, because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers. The thing in you... It's one of their... Not yet, anyhow. Hard to say. Whatever he found there. The thing is, I've sent... You... If you can find Halsin and get him out of... Thank you. I wish I could... All I can... Good luck out there. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Better a quick draft than ceramorphosis, nonetheless.
Better than becoming a mind flayer. Keep it, in case things start to go very wrong.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
You, Ma.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Likewise.
Thank you.
Wits and blades, always sharp.
Keep your distance, darling.
I want to learn
Defender of the people.
It's something only I know.
Make one up.
You can do that.
Stop. I was fine.
My mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Yeah, when he ran off with the druid that saved our... Without Halsin...
Feel like we're being watched. Glad you met. There'll be more coming. Goblins, maybe. The sooner we leave for Baldur, if the road was...
Into the shadows. On the way.
Well, so much for peace. Breathe deep and move.
No holding back. Fleet of foot.
Got to move.
Delicious.
You have... But you're... Let me guess. You're devil, but you're not from... Care to explain why you... Considering what I've seen? You'd be surprised. But if you're not here for the coin, I'd rather enjoy the quiet. There's not much of it anywhere else. Well, that's cool. And I...
A soul.
Still breathing, despite everything.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover. We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't...
Looking ahead. Blood? No, never mind.
How delicious. Hero at heart.
Let's move.
You peer through You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey. The telescope points to the left. The telescope points straight ahead. The telescope points to the right. The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. Her motivations elude you. Distracted by your thoughts, you let your guard down. The squirrel bites your foot again.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Never a dull moment. The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it. You follow the squirrel's gaze to a pair of clumsy, ugly feet. Your own, on her territory. Looking around, her territory extends from one end of the grove to another.
lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Have you wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster?
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint there. My faith protects me.
As much love as I hold for Baldur's Gate, these frontiers delight me as much as any bustling street.
You can't be serious. This is a howling wasteland. I haven't even had a bath since the abduction. I must reek of illithid slime.
Sure, but think of the stories you'll be able to tell.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Glowing eyes are so rarely a good sign. Best tread carefully.
Let's get on with it. Quiet as a mouse.
Let's keep to the shadows.
A hero at heart. Timing's down.
Taking my time in the shadows.
Talking that way.
Well, at least we got the druid entertained. Boring. Let's find another one. Oh, this was more fun when he was screaming.
A trap.
Minthara's gonna skin us. No one knows about this damn weapon.
We'll get it.
Did some bleeding arts show up to save the druid? I'll cut you to pieces. Kill 'em!
What's next, I wonder?
Never a dull moment.
give up.
Go for the throat. Outmaneuver them.
Finding my way.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Let's finish this. Have to keep going.
Let's turn someone inside out. Be quick.
Coming through.
Don't waste a step. That's a friendly-looking shadow.
What's the plan? On I go.
Spill some blood. Quickly.
Coming through. Dance macabre. Now they see me with finesse. Finding my way.
Right, time to skulk about.
Can't afford to let up.
guessing.
Two steps at a time.
Got to focus.
This feels good.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect. There is work to do.
What to do?
A welcome rest. My faith will guide me.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Well, hello.
All right, what now?
breaths are shallow, his wounds deep. He doesn't respond to your voice.
I wonder what the next move is.
Take two.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. They were asking questions about a weapon. I told them the only weapons here are the ones the Tieflings brought. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Someone there?
Just like old times. Sharp as ever. Silence is golden.
Should have worn better boots.
What's that?
Don't want to draw any attention.
I need to concentrate. What am I to do?
Time to kill. Keeping quiet.
Best get going. Be wary. This place is trapped.
That might be worth a look.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
Don't give me trouble now.
I can't even see a lock to pick.
I saw you training those children. You're so gentle. That's not how I was taught.
Cruel words strengthen neither heads nor hearts, Shadowheart.
I wouldn't quite say that. I learned a lesson, after all.
And came to resent your tutor, I bet. I taught them to fight, not to hate.
Think more are coming.
They got their fill.
I told them to run, the idiots! You better turn north here, or you'll end up like them.
Damn it. I wish we could at least have given them a proper burial.
Thought you was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. As soon as he heard we had a contract to find that Night Song relic, he was more eager than a hound in heat. When the goblins jumped us, most of my crew scarpered, just like I taught them to. The old codger didn't. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting. Come on. We're wasting time.
No time to dally.
I've got a long road ahead.
Ah, it was a great scrap. A hungry minotaur with a hankering for human flesh. An axe-bearing mountain of fur she was. Gave me a nasty scar.
I hope you don't mind if I don't ask to see it.
Come on, open up.
So, Will with a Y. Why?
Why? That's right.
But why?
Why? A great uncle's name, my father said. But I just figured he couldn't spell.
Something's waiting up ahead.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Calm and quiet, that's the way.
Seen or heard.
The pride of the gate.
Steady now. Does this count as adventuring?
Hello and welcome to Bogrot. Now, kindly, gives all your stuff.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
A true soul. Right. Welcome to Bogrot.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
Or whatever you want to call it. It's your town now.
Well, it's no Baldur's Gate. But at least it's some kind of civilization.
I do miss the gate, though. The Elf Song Tavern, sunset over Grey Harbour, fried fish at the docks.
Drunk young patriarchs, naked in the fountains. Ah, civilization.
And you've got nothing to say.
Go on. More of...
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the...
Eh? Oh, I'm busy.
What do you need now? Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
Keep your paws to yourself, and I won't cut them off.
Watch what you touch. If it smells like weed, it's claimed, right? Nothing here, boss.
Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
Wicked little beasts. They'll down you in one strike.
Come on, can't stay idle. Another step forward.
Finding my way.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Ready.
To do.
Can't afford to stay idle.
You were unable to see. You approach the sigil on the stone. Magic glitters and swirls from it erratically, as if malfunctioning. It looks slightly dangerous.
A hand? Anyone? That's it! Go on! Keep pulling! Oh. Hello. I'm Gale of Waterdeep. Apologies. I'm usually better at this. A bit shocked, but friend, it's a relief and a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. You were on the Norse Lloyd as well. I don't know what transpired exactly, but the ship broke into pieces and I suddenly found myself in freefall. As I was plummeting to certain death, I spied a glimmer quite near where I estimated my body to impact with less than savory propulsion. Recognizing this glimmer to be magical in nature, I reached out to it with a weaving of words and found myself on the other side, as it were. How about you? How did you survive the fall? Fair enough.
But even so, I have the unfortunate suspicion your survival is still very much in jeopardy. Back on the ship, you too were on the receiving end of a rather unwelcome insertion in the ocular region. Were you not? The insertee we speak of, this parasite? Are you aware that after a period of excruciating gestation, it will turn us into mind flayers? It's a process known as ceramorphosis, and let me assure you, it is to be avoided. You don't happen to be a cleric by any chance, do you? A doctor? Surgeon? Uncannily adroit with a knitting needle? I suppose few enough can. Not exactly a common affliction. We're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon, too. How about we lend each other a helping hand once more and look for a healer together? Oh, I see you're traveling with plenty of company already. Perhaps I can join you later instead. I'll make my way to your camp and embark upon a succulent slow cook to be consumed upon your return.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. There are many answers to that question. None are important. Correct. Not this one, nor this one. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run.
You're not versed in magic, are you? No matter to worry the unlettered over. If you meet any elder wizards...
A good wizard is hard to find. Let's make Gale feel welcome, as best we can.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. It feels so... weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more. Let's make ourselves comfortable, shall we?
It's like a shard of ice into your neck. A quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling. This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
Good morning. How do you feel? It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn. Like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers. Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
Hunting with vampires. Never thought I'd see the day. Very well, but I'm keeping an eye on you. And no wisecracks about having us for supper.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell, dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
once in my day, Astarion, but never hunted a vampire.
Just to remind you, I'm merely a spawn. It won't count. But if you want a true vampire, I'm happy to recommend one.
Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you! Hope you got a stomach for heights! What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly. Cause it makes me laugh. You want this little cave lurking what's it? Find your own. He's ours!
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The goblin's nostrils flare nervously. All of his bluster seems to vanish.
We're leaving. What about the gnome? Ain't we supposed to bring him to... I said we're leaving! Apologies, my lady. We didn't mean to doubt a true soul. We'll be off.
Fresh meat. Scared meat. Yes.
Yes.
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
We should keep moving. You already know as much as I do. Best ignore it. As long as it doesn't hamper us too much.
Me loose!
Well, get on with it. You saved me, now you'll extort me. That's how this works, yes? My own fault, really. I should have dropped my pack and outrun those bastards. Alas. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on. Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I have reason to believe he's in the Underdark. Hopefully, I'll pick up his trail from there. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
Feeling a bit parched and peckish.
Me too. Keep an eye out for any passing vagrants.
I'm afraid you'll have to content yourself with vagrant chickens.
What now? Where am I needed?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
An empty box. If I were a cat, this would be a great find. So, a vampire spawn and a monster hunter in the same group. We're not going to have trouble, are we?
Excuse me. Since this tadpole, I'm barely a monster at all. I just want to survive, same as you.
I don't see a problem. As long as Mr. Fang there keeps his appetite in check.
Weapon blueprints. A master blacksmith's work.
Not too refined here. Just quick ideas sketched out.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that? Love. Was that? They do know how to write them in Cormier, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There. Middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Because my compassion is boundless. I stride among the needy, giving comfort where I can. And you're in dire need. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all like that. Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him? I suppose it was a lot to take in. A devil sought us out, teased us with his help, but he also stared as if we were the banquet, rather than the one on the table. We can't hedge our bets here. Best we decide how to deal with him, if at all. I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all. Good, you got there eventually. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil. Fine. What's on your mind? I don't think I've ever had a confidant quite like you. And if I have, I can't remember them.
The devil with the silver tongue. An old fairy. A farmer made a deal with the devil. So the story goes. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great. That's because you still have hope. But when he becomes your last hope, remember this. He'll require of you only what you're least ready to part with. And then require more still. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far. Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. Cazador, my old master, liked to toy with people too. Let them think there was hope right until the end. Until he snatched it all away. Creatures like them don't play games. Unless they know they can win. Maybe. But he's not the only one spinning a web for us. This is no ordinary mind flayer parasite. Who tampered with it, and why? What do they have planned for us? And why are we important enough that a devil comes knocking on our door? If we find those answers, we might have a chance.